everyone, and welcome to another race of the Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament. We've got Bands with Legends and apathyduck. This is going to be their second game. If I recall correctly, yeah. Their first match was Nintendo Power Pursuit. Let me spreadsheet real quick. It was either Nintendo Power Pursuit or 69%, but that was actually a very, very close race. Only a 3-second difference. So I definitely expect this race to be pretty close. They're definitely in the same skill level, so any way this goes, I think it's gonna be very interesting. So the category is gonna be all bosses, which is basically any percent old route. If you guys aren't familiar with Super Metroid, old route is basically Great Phantoon's Dragon Ridley. You can actually do Phantoon first in all bosses, but unlike the second of the category, you can do like old route. So it's kind of like a mix of new route, where you have very low equipment for Phantoon, but then you also get space jump, you get plasma beam, you even get screw attack. Since you go right past by screw attack, because you have to beat GT, it's all bosses. So yeah, it's a nice mix of difficulty, but there's a lot of great strats that you can go for. A lot of really cool swag tech in this category. And it's like old route, and in my opinion, old route's better than new route, so there's that. And our runners are out of series. Pretty nice times with 45s. Not too bad. So yeah, the main difference, like I said, it's mostly any percent. But you have to fight all the bosses, which means we have to go out of our way for 3 bosses, mainly. And that's Spore Spawn, Crocomire, and Golden Chorizo. I'm pretty sure Bands is gonna do like straight up old route, gonna do Kraid first. And apathyduck actually does Phantoon first, because that's what he's more comfortable with. He runs new route already, so it makes sense for him to do that. So apathyduck already has a slight route advantage. In all bosses, doing Phantoon first actually saves less time than it does in any percent. But yeah, I'm just speculating here. Maybe they might both go Kraid first, or they might both go Phantoon first. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the only main route difference for this category is, do you do Kraid first or do you do Phantoon first? And there's not even that big of a difference. So yeah, apathyduck actually lost the first race. Bands is up 1. So basically, if Bands wins this, he advances. And if apathyduck wins this, then we're going to see a Game 3. And Game 3 category, I think, is going to be 69%. According to their vetoes. Metroid Dread. Interesting topic. I wouldn't get too excited, in my opinion. if you have low expectations, then you know, about any game will get you excited. So just have low expectations and you'll be satisfied. High expectations for Metroid Dread and you're going to be disappointed. So we have our first boss of the all bosses category, Boam Terizo. Unfortunately, you can't skip this boss unless you're running on PAL, but in general, PAL is going to be slower. NTSC usually is faster, and you can't skip Boam Terizo on NTSC. But since this is all bosses, you can't even skip Boam Terizo, even if you could. Very clean fight from both. Good drops for Duck there. If you take a hit, you can really kind of get screwed by the RNG. You really want 5 missiles coming out of there, or else it's going to make pretty much the rest of the early game kind of painful. Okay, yeah. So, apathyduck, missiling the pirates, Bands running through them. So that kind of confirms Duck is going to go Fantoon first, and Bands is going to go Kraid first. Like I said before, if we look at the both routes in a vacuum, right? If we were just saying, if you did them both optimally, Fantoon first is going to save around a minute. The exact timing is a bit speculative. I don't think anyone's really timed it out very precisely, I guess. But yeah, a minute is a good amount. Not as much as any percent, because in any percent, doing new route actually saves closer to 2 minutes. Really, the time you save is just all the backtracking you have to do. Once you get Wave Beam in Norfair, you have to travel all the way back up Upper Norfair, back up Red Tower, and then into Wreck Ship. So Fantoon first, it's going to avoid all that backtracking, which is where like that, in theory, 1 minute time save is. Of course, you still, you know, you kind of have to execute. So yeah, this most of this early game is just trying to get the items you need, so you can get out of this green Brintstar area. It's mostly the same in every category, really. Here in Red Tower, where Bands just entered, that's where the route's gonna diverge. He's gonna go down, gonna get power bombs much later, and apathyduck's gonna go up. Yep, there we go. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell the difference. I think there's also another like very slight route divergence. It doesn't have that much of an impact, but apathyduck could do either Dragon second or Kraid second. The only difference is, do you want a super refill before Meridia, or do you want a super refill before Lower Norfair? That's the basic idea behind doing Kraid second or Dragon second, really. So depending on which kind of like order Duck is gonna do, it'll be a different. There's gonna be like different points where the routes will merge. So yeah, I'll touch on that a bit later. So yeah, Bands is already gonna be closer to 2 bosses. It's gonna look like he's a little bit ahead just with the goal of this category. Gonna try to go for the quick kill. Does he get it? Nice. Okay, good backup. Tried to go for the 2 missile, 3 super quick kill. Technically, it's a little bit faster. Because of lag, like you have to do the charge beam method that he did as a backup. You would have to unmorph and then start holding a charge beam, and that causes a lot more lag than just staying morphed. And then also with the 2 missile, 3 supers, you can conserve an extra super, which is kind of nice if, you know, Kraid is a bully and he doesn't give you the drops you want. Which happens a lot more often than you think, honestly. When you're doing a Kraid first route, his drops definitely matter for Upper Norfair. And now we have Duck's Phantoon fight. Let's see, what does Phantoon give us? Already 1 slow. Rip. Ooh, messed up the Doppler there. I think he's gonna have to do a 3-round now. Unless he can pull off a crazy 2nd round Doppler. Okay, mid. Slow mid. Not too bad. Then he gets the fast. Oh. Well. Slow mid slow, I think. Hopefully. Mistimed that Doppler just a little bit. I think he's fine though. He has a lot of health. A lot of missiles. Nice. Not the greatest Phantoon RNG, but, you know, still alive. So he's still going to be getting a little bit of that time save because his moat was pretty quick. Yeah, slow mid, slow slow. Meanwhile, Bands got his high jump, got the E-tank. I think he got the missile too. He should. Just for race safety, you would want to get 2010. I missed it though. I think he did actually, yeah. You can also get moat missiles, the one that apathyduck got to when he was crossing moat doing the HBJ. You can use that as your 20 missiles, which is like technically, I don't know, a 2nd or 2 faster. I don't exactly remember the time. But yeah, you can also just get those high jump missiles that Bands got. They're basically interchangeable. For race safety, I kind of prefer getting moat missiles just so Ocean Fly is a bit more lenient. You know, I don't have to like worry about accidentally grabbing those missiles when I'm trying to go for Ocean Fly. Alright, Duck gets past bowling, good. Without various suit, bowling is actually pretty dangerous. You definitely want to make sure you get that first jump out the door. I think you might be able to still recover. But yeah, it's rough. Bowling can definitely ruin your runs. For new route, at least. I think in old route you have more tanks and you have various suits, so not really gonna die there. Alright, yeah, so Bands got his wave beam, Duck got his gravity suit. So now they're gonna be swapping places. Bands is gonna go up to Wreck Ship, gonna go fight Phantoon, get his gravity suit, and Duck is gonna go down. He's gonna get his speed, his high jump, his wave, and then from there we'll see which boss order he decides to take, whether that's Dragon second or Kraid second. I think theoretically Dragon second is like 1 or 2 seconds faster, because then you have Space Jump and Plasma Beam for Kraid's lair. But even like realizing that time save is so difficult, because like doing the Space Jump strat is kind of hard. And I think we're gonna see a high five here soon. There we go. Right there in the door. Oh, that was a cool deboost with the charge beam. Haven't seen that before. Bands does the high jump. The high jump hero shot. Pretty nice. There's also a down grab strat that you can do. Looks really cool. But it only saves like a second, I think. Definitely go for the hero shot if you're more consistent at it. Oh yeah, actually, there's gonna be a lot more like minuscule time saves that you might not notice. But when you do Phantoon first, you can also use a power bomb here, which technically also saves more time. So not only do you save time from backtracking, but you also save time because you have gravity suit and you have power bombs in Upper Norfair. So yeah, it's gonna be like frames, but definitely adds up in a speedrun. Didn't get the ocean fly, but still a nice backup from Bands. He's gonna be doing his Phantoon fight shortly. I think he goes for X Factors, but I'm not 100% on it. X Factors are a bit faster. Just because with X Factors you can keep Phantoon on screen, and if you notice, Duck, he had to let Phantoon get off screen to do his Dopplers, which loses a little bit of time because you have to wait, you know. With X Factor strats, you don't have to wait for Phantoon at all. But it looks like he's going to be going for Dopplers, I think. Yes. Oh no, he's doing the hybrid strat. Oh, sick. Okay. So yeah, what's nice about that hybrid strat that he did there, so he did 2 missiles, and then another 2 missiles, and then an X Factor. And that actually, that does a lot of damage in the first round. So as you saw for the second round, Bands like didn't even have the Doppler. Like he just did 2 missiles again, and then missile super, and that's it. You're done. So that hybrid strat is actually, it only loses like 1 second because you have to let Phantoon go off screen the first round, but the second round, it's insanely quick. So very nicely done. Definitely saved time over Duck. I think he got I think it was either a slow mid or a mid. One of the two. Alright, and Duck got his wave beam. So he's going to be doing just a tiny bit of backtracking. It's gonna look a little bit similar to Bands, but then he's gonna either do Dragon. He's gonna go into Meridia, or he's gonna go into Great Slayer, and we'll see very shortly. His super count is Duck's super count is actually excellent. So in this case, I would probably go Dragon second, so you can have the super refill for Lower Norfair, and you know you don't have to worry about super drops at all. You can just really just spray them all, not have to worry about RNG. It's really nice. So we'll see. Bands, let's see if he gets the attic or the bowling spark. Ooh, nice. Good. That was either stutter 2 or stutter 3. I'm not 100%. Cool bowling spark. Saves about a second. Yeah, so Duck is going to be doing Dragon second. So basically, these two routes are going to converge after Meridia, when they go onto the Norfair elevator going into LN. Basically, Duck is going to do Dragon, and then he's going to come back around and do Kraid. And all Bands has to do is do Meridia, right? So technically, it might look like apathyduck is ahead right now, but he still has Kraid. So once he does Kraid, and they both converge at the Norfair elevator, then we'll see who's really ahead. Almost had the X Factor on Batoon. I'm not sure if Duck was trying to go for the D Factor. Yeah, probably actually. Yeah, for the setup that Duck was trying to go for, you want to hold shot in the door, and I think he just pressed shot too early. But yeah. That was a pretty close backup, honestly. He almost had those X Factors, X Particles hit. Oh man, yeah, Batoon didn't drop that many drops. Drops were not nice. Well, Happy with the bonk? Alright, just got the Happy. But he got the Happy down grab, so... Not too bad of a recovery. Only lost like maybe 3 seconds there. It's not too bad. It's still faster than not getting any Happy at all, so... Going for the rain dance, I approve. That opening spark I think was a bit too high, but since the particles hit, I think he'll be fine. Dragon's not being very nice with the RNG though. Okay, good. Yeah. There you go, Dragon, damn. Will he get spike suit? Oof. Got the bad frame. What happened there was Duck pressed jump 1 frame too early. And if you press 1 frame too early, you get the bad frame and you lose your blue suit. So that's worst case scenario. Even if you miss spike suit, you still want to keep your blue suit because you'll still save like a second. But if you get that bad frame, then you can't even do reverse halfie at all. But since he has space jump, he might be able to get the Womple jump. Oof, bonked, but yeah. And then Bands, really good Batoon fight. I think he landed all 4 X factors. I wasn't watching too closely. But he got out of there a lot quicker than Duck. Gonna farm some extra supers. Let's see if he gets full halfie. 5. Okay. Goes for the halfie. Let's see Duck go for this plasma spark. Come on, man. Wow, not even charging a spark. How disappointing. Alright, now Bands is going to be starting his Dragon fight. Let's see if he can nail that opener. Missing his short charges, unfortunate. But was blessed with good RNG, so made it through. Let's see if he gets spike suit. Rip. I have a love-hate relationship with spike suit. Some days you're like getting it every try, and then other days can't even get it once. It's just it's a brutal trick. It's a lot like CWJ. I mean, it basically is because it's 2 frame perfect inputs. But yeah. Okay, so it's looking like right now at this point, Bands looks like he's 3 minutes behind, I'd say. But let's see how long this detour to Kraid takes. I think Duck actually might be ahead here. Oh yeah, and then Bands gets the reverse halfie, so very nice with that blue suit. And yeah, this was the space jump strat I was talking about, the one that Duck just did. You can actually space jump through that room and then get a really fast D-boost. Saves about a second. And then also your entry into Kraid is a lot faster because you can get a really quick mock ball in there. Ooh, missed the Kraid quick kill. So yeah, Bands is going to be saving a little bit of time there because he got it. Oh yeah, in case anyone's wondering, like, that question, why is he getting Varia? He has Gravity Suit. That's because Rainbow Beam if you don't have Varia on, like Mother Brain 2's final attack, the Rainbow Beam, does 6 tanks if you do not have Varia. So it's faster to get Varia rather than get 3 extra tanks. Because each fanfare, like even if you had 3 tanks all in a row right in front of you to grab, all those fanfares are gonna take 21 seconds in total, like roughly. And then just getting Varia only gonna take 7 seconds if we're just talking about fanfare alone. So just that, it's gonna save you time. This is a RTA timed speedrun, as every speedrun should be timed. None of that in-game time BS. At Metroid Prime. Alright, yeah, so I think it looks like Duck is about 30 seconds ahead here. Yeah. So the routes have now converged. They both entered Norfair Elevator. And from here on out, it's going to be the same. I'm going to get their Ice Beam. Gonna go fight Croc. And then they're going to do GT, Ridley, and then Spore Spawn right before G4. Really neat route, and you get to kill Spore Spawn with Plasma Beam, which is always nice. Oh, that was a good lagless strat by Duck. I like that southern route. Southern route OP. Oh yeah, with Plasma Beam you can pretty much just destroy Crocomire. So Plasma Beam has a quality about it, where it damages an enemy for every frame that it's inside it. Because there's some enemies that weren't designed to be fought with Plasma Beam, obviously. So it damages every frame. And so Croc just gets shredded. And he falls into the acid. Goodbye, Croc. No spike suit for a Duck. That spike suit's kind of funny because I'm not actually sure where's the fastest place to use it. But I think most people just use it instantly to spark to the right, as you'll see. And full supers for Duck, actually. This is really good super count. I rarely have this many supers. So he's going to have 10 tries for the green gate glitch. If he decides to do that. And usually, I think most people spark through this room if you got the spike suit. This game doesn't get old. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna be older than the game too. Isn't that crazy? Alright, let's see, where does Duck go? Yeah. So Duck is gonna be doing a trick called the green gate glitch. Not required for this category, but it saves around 20 to 30 seconds, so you kinda wanna go for it. Basically, Duck is gonna try and glitch the super, gets it first try. The basics of it is if you shoot a super with some sort of forward momentum, it's gonna spawn, like it literally spawns a pixel or two in front of you. So if you spawn that super with forward momentum, it actually goes, it spawns on the other side of the gate, and it hits the button. So that's how you can hit the gate on the other side, because you're spawning the super on the other side of the gate. And then yeah, with Plasma Beam, you can also just shred GT, because he has like kind of a cheese position that you can be in, and he'll just stay there forever. So yeah, all you have to do is just get in the position, crouch, and shoot up, and he'll get double hit. So the fight's also free there. And Bands is going to be getting an extra super missile. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone do that. I assume he's going to be using it for Ridley. And then for Metroid rooms too. You won't have to worry about RNG as much. You only lose 7 seconds, because you have to wait for GT to die anyways. So that is probably the fastest super pack you can grab. I approve. I don't think it's that bad. And then yeah, with Screw Attack, all these rooms become a breeze. They're super cool to do really quick. You just barrel through everything. Yeah, GT is Golden Chorizo. That's just the abbreviation. Kind of a tongue twister to say Golden Chorizo every time. Yeah, the guy that Bands just fought. And then Croc is Crocomire. And then if you ever hear people say Spo, they're talking about Spore Spawn, which is the boss that you're going to see coming up, that blocks the intended for supers. The watermelon dude, yeah. I don't think I've heard anyone call him a watermelon dude, but it's a good term. I think he's more like a pumpkin, I feel like, because when you slice him in half, he has those weird little like tendrils inside that kind of remind me of a pumpkin when you cut up the inside of a pumpkin. Alright, yeah, not too bad of a fight for Ridley. He got the quick grab, which is really nice. Saves a few seconds there. Let's see, how does Band's fight go? I assume he's going to be using supers, which does speed up the fight a little bit. Alright, good fight from Bands as well. They're pacing pretty close to each other here. This might come down to the infamous baby skip. We'll see. Yep, another great use of the screw attack as you see Duck just going through those key hunters. Not even worrying about dying, which is always nice. So yeah, from here on out, we're just gonna be, it's just a straight rush to G4. And on the way there, we're gonna be killing Spore Spawn, the second to final boss of the all bosses category. No power bombs for bands. Well, he just picked up a power bomb there, so yeah. Generally, you want to have one power bomb leaving Lower Norfair, so you can bomb that block that Duck just did in Bubble Mountain. All right, and both runners are out of Lower Norfair, and Duck is out of Norfair. So yeah, this section of rooms that Duck is going through right now is actually really unique. I don't think you pass by through these rooms quite like this in any other category, I feel like. Maybe the only other category would be 100%. But yeah, it's super cool movement because you get to use, you know, the full power of space jump and screw attack. Like this room, if Duck gets it, ooh, oh, almost. It's super cool. You can space jump all the way up to this top door here without bonking. Duck almost had it. And then you can get a mock ball there. You can get a spark here, actually. I've seen Susram do it. Another amazing runner. A lot of cool things you can just throw in here. Nice bug. Alright, yeah, so Spore Spawn is actually, it's kind of like a deceptively difficult boss in a lot of ways, even with Plasma Beam, because his hitbox is really annoying. Like you saw right there. So yeah, Spore Spawn's hitbox is actually really small. You want to take damage and get inside him like that. There we go. And Spore Spawn's dead in one hit. Because, you know, you have Plasma Beam. So Mock Ball is actually a technique that may or may not be intended by the devs of this video game. Where you can maintain speed in Morph Ball. And that involves morphing right before you hit the ground, after, you know, running and jumping. It's one of the most basic techniques in the game. Pretty much every runner has to learn it at some point. Yeah, it's the inputs are actually pretty simple, I would say. And there's once you learn like the basic technique of a mock ball, you can apply it pretty much anywhere, and you can, you know, do a lot more complicated, advanced strats with a mock ball. And apathyduck enters G4 with a time of 43:38. And let's see where Bands gets in there. I think they're less than a minute. It's looking like 40 minutes? Or 40 seconds. Yeah. About a 40-second difference. So not quite a baby skip. If Duck misses baby skip, he can still win. So Bands is going to have a really clean Turian. to be able to catch up. But yeah, pretty close race so far. A lot of back and forth in regards to who got which trick. In general, a failed baby skip is only gonna lose about 30 to 35 seconds, so not quite. Yeah, it'll be close. Good RNG from the Metroids. And he's out. Let's see. Band's trying to go for the optimal. Almost had it. The optimal strat there in room 1 is really difficult. Yeah, I don't think you can soft locked. The only way you soft lock at Mother Brain is when you do stand-up glitch, and we're not going to be doing stand-up glitch here because you don't get 7 E-tanks. Yeah. There might be another way to soft lock at Mother Brain without doing stand-up glitch, but I don't know about anything like that. And Duck gets the baby skip. Really nice job. Duck is really gonna have to mess this up to lose this lead. Oh, he's gonna go for the speed zeb skip too. Nice. Let's see if he gets it. Almost. Alright, let's see. Does Bands get the baby skip? Ooh, ooh. Nice. Okay, 2 baby skips. Let's go. Keeping it close. So Duck, so in order to do the Zeb skip, right, there's 2 main ways to do it. It's either with Ice Beam or with a Shine Spark, right, which Duck tried to go for in the beginning. If you don't know how to do the optimal down back method, you can't actually Zeb skip with Screw Attack on. As you see, Bands is also turning off Screw Attack. It's because Screw Attack gives you, or it removes your invulnerability frames, your iframes, so the trick doesn't actually work when your iframes gets reset. You want to have iframes so you can get through the Zebetite. So either you have to do the down back method, which doesn't require a spin jump, and therefore Screw Attack is not going to get in the way, or you have to do a Shine Spark into the bottom part of the Zeb, and you can get through that way. Apparently Duck almost died, but it's all good. I was too busy explaining a dumb trick. So yeah, Bands' health is looking pretty low. Yeah. Bands also was trying to go for the Zeb skip, and when you try to go for the Zeb stick or the Zeb skip, you kind of have to take damage. So yeah, his health is pretty low here. I think he's got it though. Yeah, he's good. Okay. Pretty good RNG from Mother Brain. Yeah, you had 8 extra. You're fine. You're fine. 8 extra HP, more like 1,000,000. And nice Mother Brain 3 by Duck. I don't think he missed any shot. Maybe one. That was very clean. So they're actually, this is game 2 for Bands and Duck. Bands won game 1. So they're going to be doing a game 3. I'm not sure when, but yeah, game 3 is going to be 69%, if I'm not mistaken. I don't actually know what their vetoes were, though. Basically how it works is game 3 is the leftover category, because each runner vetoes one category and they pick one category. So since there's 5 categories to choose from, 2 are going to be vetoed, 2 are going to be picked. So game 3 is the leftover one, the one that no one really gave any attention to. And then Duck, almost here, almost at the end. There we go. Nice. So, Duck finished with an official time of 51:24. Solid all bosses race time. Band's looking like he's gonna stay pretty close. I think he's gonna get a 52. Only a minute difference, pretty close. GG. And Bands finished with an official time of 52:44. GG to both of these runners. Let's see if we can get them in for an interview. So RBO actually is not in this tournament. Yo, GG to both of you guys.
GG.
Great race. Super clean. Like, I think like we both tried pretty, at least from my perspective. I'm not exactly sure about everything you did, but
See any of the bosses?
I saw
four round Phantoon, stand up Kraid, 2-round Spore Spawn. So
yeah, that was a good meme.
Yeah, thanks. I'm running against the 2-round Spore Spawn, so I only lost like 1 second.
Yeah, I was actually just talking about Spore Spawn's hitbox is honestly a scam. It's really annoying.
It's.
So I don't blame you.
I guess I was too high. It happens more often than you think it would, and it's really aggravating. And then like I typed in chat, well, where did that bug come from in Big Pink? Did you see that?
Yeah. That bug. It was the.
Oh, it was
yeah,
the bottom spawner. Yeah, and I space jumped up there. I was like, what did I get hit by? I saw this bug. I'm like, excuse me? Are you?
Oh, it's like the top level.
Yeah.
One is.
Yeah. Yeah, he went the bottom spawner came all the way up to like the mid level, so I like screw attacked the first hopper, and then there was like this bug that was he like came up through the ground and hit me, so he like I never saw him. So I got this stun animation from literally nothing, and then as I jump up, there's a bug there. I'm like, all right.
Freaking buggy game. Jeez.
Yeah.
Who let all the bugs in this game?
Yeah, so how do you feel, Bands, about how you did this race?
Well, at G4, I was 80 seconds ahead of my PB, so I guess that's pretty good. My boss fights were pretty good. I can't think of anything. Oh, my GT was like an entire mess. I forgot to like run. Just like my brain was like, "Oh yeah, you just shoot. You don't have to run at all." Like because I do the shot where you charge left and then you run right, and then you like stop at his feet. And I just like forgot to hit the run button on the way right. And I just like he started walking around, and I'm like, I'll just shoot him and see what happens.
Gotcha. Yeah. Did you intend to pick up the GT Supers?
Yes. Yeah. I almost always do because I find I like doing the remorph Zeb skip because it's like super consistent for me. It's just like really easy with screw attack, and if you have the menu off screw attack, then usually you like it's basically like 2 to 3 seconds time loss. So it's one of those things that's just like it's a little comfort to do it, and it's also just like if the Metroids just don't drop supers, like for some reason, I don't know if you were counting my supers in Turian, but I entered with 11, and no, I entered with it was either 11 or 12, and then I grouped room 4 and left with 10, and it's just like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it was 11. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 11. But yeah, those drops were pretty BS. Metroids can do that.
The only good thing about this run was my drops. I had like 5 power bombs leaving wreck ship and like 10 supers. Like that literally never happens.
Yeah, leaving Upper Norfolk, your ammo was excellent.
I didn't even get both of the farms in pre-cathedral. Like I missed, but I had like 4 power bombs already. I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
I left wreck ship with 1 power bomb, and I farmed both of the crabs in the pre-moat room. They both gave me ammo. I farmed the B-Tom, and then the Everest crab gave me the power bomb I needed.
Missing Kraid was a mixed blessing for me because I only had 4 or 5 supers in Kraid, and I only ended up using 1, and then he dropped like 3 or 4 or something, and then like I had enough that mini Kraid filled me up on the way out, but I was going to be in trouble honestly if I got the stand up and Kraid didn't give me good drops because I was like hurting at that point. But I ended up going into and Croc dropped me like 2. Like I had like really good drops throughout the entire thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the only thing that saved. Like this is my second worst run in the last week. Like I've been running 50s pretty consistently. Like I mean my PB is a 50-12 with a missed baby skip and a 2-cycle spore spawn. So like I'm usually when I'm running against this, I'm usually behind at Fantoon because the beginning was pretty good, and then like the rest of it's terrible. Well, no, it's good up to Botwound, sorry, and then it gets terrible after that. I think I missed Kraid stand up in my PB too. Like it's just because I missed stand up here, or I got stand up here, and it's plus 18, and I only lost 2 seconds overall in that split.
Yeah.
So like, so yeah, I don't know. I was in like an anxiety attack all day today. So like I tried a couple runs today before this, and like I had 2 runs where I didn't kill all the turrets in Dragon for some reason, and I just lost so I kept losing runs today. So like I don't know, I was feeling terrible today. So I'm just glad to escape this with a win, to be honest.
It was a pretty hefty win. I don't think we'll need to retime it.
No, well, I mean solely because of your Zed skip thing at that, which is I'm assuming fairly unlikely.
Yeah, I think so. Like another reason why I really like the remorph Zeb skip is it's like so incredibly easy. Like I just do the mother brain room the same every time. But like obviously I know how to do it without screw attack. But I just like for whatever reason I couldn't get the like away back jump for like I don't know.
I've honestly considered not picking up screw attack in this because it doesn't I mean, the only reason I keep thinking about it, and the only reason it does it makes your power bomb super tight because you need to use the next one in worst room in the game, and like the way the route works out, you're not guaranteed to be four. I'm usually one short. So, and then it forces you to get. Well, I guess the fast powers in this is easy because you're coming from the other room, but
Yeah.
like it's the power bomb situation, and then like it's also Green Hill Zone, but I have to do that in 69% without screw attack anyways, so it's not that bad. So like yeah, it doesn't get you much.
Yeah,
like,
screw attack loses you like I think 8 seconds because then you can't do the spark strat up. And then
yeah, you can. I mean, is there another
Yeah,
spark?
wouldn't you be able to do
oh yeah, I guess you could if you were fast enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah, never mind.
literally did it.
In this
What do you? I mean, the spark strat is. I know the spark strat's slower if you get screw attack, but it's one of those things that like. I know I've talked with Sloters about this. It's like, it's so hard to actually be faster with it that unless like you're Sloters, it's not worth going for. So like I just get the short charge in GT and then try to time it with the door. Grab screw attack. I mean, it makes it a little tighter, so you got to go over to screw attack and come back. I mean, you can also grab it on the way in, right? There's nothing really stopping you from doing that. I think it's like frames slower.
I get it on the way in, and then I always forget that I have it and lay the power bomb anyway, and like lag the room.
Yeah, I got the first try green gate glitch, and then I messed up the speed wall, which was frustrating.
I got second try, and I was like, I probably can't make it, just because I had to adjust a little bit. I couldn't do the speed wall, sadly, either.
You can't do it on like you can get very lucky, I think, and do it on the second one, like because when you shoot, you end up freezing one in midair, and it doesn't really work. You can do it like if you get it like fifth try. It's been my experience. If you fail it enough times, then there's another window for you to get it.
But yeah, cool. I guess this forces the 69%. Nice.
Yeah, another fan tune for me.
Yeah.
You guys excited for it? How you feeling going into that game 3?
Once these panic attacks calm down, sure. I don't know. I had a day today. Like nothing happened. I was like, just feeling.
Brain being your brain.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So, like I said, I'm like, it's a rough run. Like I've been threatening the 49 and the 59 in these two categories for a while. So it's just I can't get the run all the way through.
I love 69%. One of my favorite categories in the tournament. It's just like there's so many unique routes and there's so many options that it's like it's like, all really neat.
We're not gonna converge our routes till G4 in that, honestly, or maybe like Gauntlet or something like that. Like maybe a little bit early, but like it's not. We're not gonna be able to know who's ahead for most of it.
Yeah,
like if it's like the elevator going down to Norfair is when we converge.
Yeah, like right before Croc.
Yeah, and I think I was like, I didn't quite see on the elevator, but like I was like in the spike wall section of Croc as you were coming in, basically. So I was like the whole half fight ahead. Yeah, it's a long fight, so. Well, the fight's incredibly short, but you have to sit there.
Cutscene, yeah. I think if I remember, it was like around 30 seconds.
Yeah.
When you both entered Norfair.
Yeah. Oh well, so 23 because I still have to get the E-Tank. He's at 4 because I get the Croc E-Tank because it's quote unquote free, right? It's just the fanfare. But he already had 4 because he gets
so
E-Tank early on.
Around 25, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I didn't quite see what the G4 times were.
And then G4 was like 40 seconds.
Yeah, you posted a 43:38, and I got a 44. Yeah, so 40 seconds, almost exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, it would have been close if I didn't get. Well, assuming you didn't. I wasn't factoring in the Zev catastrophe because I know you have the missiles and everything. You do the morph on morph. Yeah.
No, I must have had 14 going into G4 because I remember so sometimes I farm. So what I do is I farm. So I do the speedball in Dakar room, and then I farm the last gamer, and then that one got me to 14. I hit the Ripper 2, got me to 15, and then I used 1 on the door. So yeah, I started. I was at G4 with 14 supers, and then I grouped Metroid Room 4 and left with 10.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing 11 supers. It might have been after Metroid Room 1, which is like still
That makes
awful
sense.
RNG.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you only got 1 super out of those 4 Metroids.
But
Right?
that's
Am I doing the
life,
math
right?
right? Yeah.
We won't run out of ammo in 69%. That's for sure.
Hopefully.
Like, can you imagine?
never know. Yeah. Cool. Well, you guys got any closing thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's pretty much covers it. Just GG. Got the. I mean, like this number 2 seed's been cursed. Like I have to play Bands, who's way underseeded because of that North Korea time. And then, like the loser of this is gonna have to play Nevdi, who's underseeded because he didn't bother submitting times. So
Yeah.
At Nevdi.
and like I almost had to play Sesrameme in the first round too, and then he, had so like the second seed is not where not the easiest path through compared to some of the other spots. So yeah, it's been rough. And after this, I mean, it's either Nevdi or Breast next. Either one is gonna be tough. So
formidable.
Yeah, at least with Breast, if whoever wins doesn't get kicked out if they lose the next one. So
Winning is good.
That's what you do in a tournament.
It's what you try in a tournament. I don't know if you
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
well, yeah. GG's, congrats. Good luck to both of you guys. Good races, honestly. First and the second one. And yeah, look forward to the 69%.
Nice.
And with that, thanks to all you guys for watching. Make sure to follow the runners. And, well, the runner command is not correct, but join.
You should follow Aussie and Kip, though. Those are.
Yeah,
that's actually
course.
a better choice, honestly.
Why wouldn't you?
Want to see some good Super Metroid? Just.
Yeah, apathyduck and BandsWithLegends. I'm pretty sure their usernames are the same as their Twitch.
I've got 07 after mine, so.
And yeah, or the 07. There you go.
You're the one in the Super Metroid rooms, in the Super Metroid channel, so that makes sense.
Cool. And I guess we'll see you all next mission.
Yeah, see you next mission.
See ya.